You're listening to WTIM, your information station. It's time now for your expanded local news. The Christian County Board met on Tuesday evening for a little over and half an hour and for their September meeting. Vicki McMahon was absent and Ken Franklin was a few minutes late. The board heard from the public. Desiree Ashford spoke, letting the board know that she was going to be running a Charlie Kirk vigil on Sunday night. There will be a special Thursday night meeting for its approval. Patty Rikus gave a donation from the Friends of Christian County Animal Control for the kennel projects. Shala Nagel, executive director from Kimmerer Village, gave a presentation on the new child care facility in Assumption, while Hope Trust also gave an insurance presentation. Under Highway, Building, and Grounds, the board voted to approve the following: an IDOT extension affidavit for the county engineer salary program was approved. A courthouse lawn use program for Taylorville Main Street and for Chili Fest was also approved. Under Audit, Finance, and Purchasing, the board approved claims for September. Health Savings Account dispersal discussions took place over monthly disbursements to health accounts. Denise McWard explained what the plan was for these moving forward.
Motion was made by Mike Specia, second by Vicki, to recommend to the full board to approve monthly disbursements into health savings accounts. The disbursements would occur on the last business days of every month to be prorated at 1/12 of the annual contribution amount. A roll call polled all A's, motion carried. I move to approve monthly disbursements into the health savings accounts.
Let me get a second. Then we'll amend. Is there a second to that motion?
There was some discussion about how specific that they needed to make the motion, but after a small discussion, the board decided to leave the motion as is, and then eventually passed said motion. A carpet installation quote for the state's attorney office was approved from Taylorville Home Source. A stipend for the payroll clerk was approved in the amount of $6,000. The next county board meeting is set for October 21st of 2025. The Christian County Health Department and Taylorville Fire Department are teaming up to help keep families and kids safe on the road. A free car seat safety check will be held on Wednesday, September 24th from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Taylorville Firehouse on North Main Street. Certified technicians will make sure car seats are installed correctly and help families with new installations. Parents are encouraged to bring their child, or at least the child's height and weight, along with the vehicle and car seat manuals. As a bonus, the first two families to take part will receive a free booster seat. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says crashes remain a leading cause of death for children, and a properly installed car seat is key to preventing injuries. For more information, call the Christian County Health Department at 217-824-4113. Dog dancing is coming to Central Illinois. Yes, you did hear that right. The Cirque du Canines show is taking their act to the Kirkland Fine Arts Center at Millikan University. They have a performance scheduled for Saturday, September 20th from 2 to 4 p.m. On the human side of things, two lifelong performers lead the charge, bringing about surprises of all kinds at their shows. Some dogs in the shows have even appeared on America's Got Talent, and they all perform wacky routines, which are enjoyable for both the audience and themselves. Michelle Harrell is one of those human performers. She ran her own dog dancing shows for close to 20 years before beginning a collaboration with Gail Mirabella. Mirabella previously toured with the original Ringling Bros and Barnum and Bailey Circus until it was closed in 2017. Harrell hopes the performance at Millikan will not only entertain spectators, but will also inspire them.
What they really need to know is you're going to see an incredible amount of enthusiasm from these dogs, which is going to inspire you to go home and try some of these tricks at home. That is my goal always, that they see something, they say, hey, I want to go try that. So we do a little bit of everything. We use props, we use hoops, we use fun kids' cars. I do a magic trick with my dog, which involves an audience member. We do agility, we do high jump, and we have some fantastic fun music, modern and old school. So there is really something for every single age to see and be inspired by.
So truly a show for all ages. Would that be correct then, Michelle?
That is it. We try to make it engaging for every level, every age, and every kind of dog enthusiast.
The show lasts around an hour and 15 minutes and includes a 15-minute intermission. No two tricks during the show will be the same.
We have so many routines. I think that we have more routines than any dog act out there. So it's constantly changing. Every time they have someone on stage, it is doing something different than the one before. So there's always something for everyone. Their favorite part, dog dancing, or their agility is their favorite part. And I myself changed costumes about 6 times.
Holy cow.
So there's a lot of action going on backstage as well. We try to make it really colorful, interesting, and something for everyone.
So what exactly is dog dancing? Well, Harold says her routines are centered around dances that humans do while incorporating tricks for the dogs themselves.
Well, I put together a specialized routine to where they are coordinated moves. First, I find something from modern dance where I can memorize the routine, and then I figure out how to put a trick within those moves. So I have to have myself memorize a move and a routine, and the dog memorize the routine, and it has to flow. So you have to start very slow, do one part, get that down, add another part, do those two together, and so on. And it takes a long time to not only get the flow, but to make it consistent. And when it's not consistent, you have to always make yourself land on your own feet and their paws and make it look as if it's still the way you wanted it to be. So that is the real trick.
These performances leave the crowd awestruck, but there are also a good cause behind it that's tied in with the Cirque du Canine's endeavor. Some dogs they have used are rescues. Other dogs that they have rescued but not featured in the show have found loving homes thanks to their good deeds.
Yes, my very first poodle was from Florida Poodle Rescue. He was called Cupid. He was my angel of love for sure. And Gail has a plethora of rescue stories from her years of being in this business, and currently fosters and tries to place dogs, rescues dogs she finds on the side of the road. Every time I see her, I'm like, okay, who's this? Who's this new one? And she also helps transport. And many of those dogs through the years have ended up in her show and in our show. And it's been amazing to see dogs that could have just been forgotten end up a star. I mean, how great is that? So we always try to say, you know, look and rescue first. If you want a particular breed, there is a rescue for every single breed in every single state, usually several.
More information on Cirque du Canines is available at cirqueducanines.com. Michelle Harrell appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. This will conclude the first portion of your expanded local news, and it's brought to you by Taylorville Community Credit Union.
This is Will Perkins with Taylorville Community Credit Union. Are you looking for a great CD rate? If you are, TCCU has amazing rates from our 7-month special to our 60-month CD. If you are looking for a great investment, now is the time to put your money to work in a TCCU CD. Our minimum deposit is $1,000. For more information, please contact us at any of our convenient locations in Taylorville, Pana, Hillsborough, Litchfield, or online at tccu.org. Dividends will be compounded monthly. A penalty for early withdrawal may be imposed. Fees could reduce earnings on the account. Member NCUA.
The Taylorville Kiwanis Club heard about lifestyle medicine being offered locally at their Tuesday noon meeting at the Moose Lodge. Dr. Pavi Gill and his nurse practitioner Brenda Heeman were program speakers and talked about an innovative approach to healthcare that the two are offering at Springfield Clinic. What they're calling lifestyle medicine is a multifaceted approach integrating their new Emerald laser machine, plus hormone therapy and self-care to help patients become healthier. Dr. Gill told Kiwanis members that hormone therapy can be used to enhance the quality of life, and Heeman shared the many benefits of their new Emerald laser machine. She said that the laser treatment is painless and described what 1 of 8 sessions are like and the potential weight loss as a result of their treatments.
15 minutes to the front, 15 minutes to the back. It works really well. On average, when I'm seeing patients, they're losing about 4 inches of circumferential diameter, and then they typically lose another 2, possibly more inches even after they're done with their treatments, which is really nice. Some of our patients have lost over 10 pounds, which is pretty impressive when you're thinking about they're not doing anything more than just increasing their fluids and getting movement in per day. So adequate hydration also helps with the lymphatic drainage, and the more hydrated you stay while you're doing your emerald laser treatments, the better results you're going to get.
To schedule an appointment to find out more on lifestyle medicine, contact Dr. Gill's office at Springfield Clinic, Taylorville. The public is reminded that this Friday and Saturday is the annual Kiwanis Kids Days at select locations all over Taylorville. Kiwanis members will be wearing bright apparel while standing at street corners and other locations, asking for financial donations from the public that help fund Kiwanis projects such as Coats for Kids, Kiwanis Park, high school, and YMCA scholarships as well. The Taylorville Kiwanis Club is part of a global organization of volunteers that are dedicated to improving the world one child and one community at a time. Weekly meetings are held Tuesdays at noon at the Taylorville Moose Lodge. For information on the club, go to TaylorvilleKiwanis.com. September 15th through the 21st has been designated as Farm Safety Week in Illinois. The week highlights the dangers that farmers face every day and the importance of taking steps to avoid accidents. Farming remains one of the most dangerous jobs in the country, with more than 500 fatalities nationwide each year. Most are caused by tractor accidents, but other hazards like grain bin cave-ins, pesticides, and even working with livestock in tough weather conditions all pose serious risks.
Without a doubt, farmers put in a lot of long hours during this time of the year. It's a short period, maybe September through October, maybe early November, but it's long hours because it's very dependent upon the weather. And so they may be out before daylight and working, of course, way after dark. So a lot of hours, very few breaks. It's important that farmers remember to take a break from time to time. And after many hours on a machine, maybe just shut down for a few minutes and walk around the cab, walk around the machine, just get a breath of fresh air.
Farm safety doesn't just apply to those that are working in the fields. It also extends to the general public. Motorists are often asked to be mindful when sharing the road with slow-moving farm vehicles, which can have limited visibility.
A reminder to stay alert and protect those who feed America. Please stay safe, slow down, be patient, so that you can enjoy the bounty of their harvest tomorrow.
That's why Farm Safety Week is a reminder for both farmers and the general public. Staying cautious can save lives. An Illinois lawmaker wants to help address drug addiction across his district. To do so, Congressman Eric Sorensen recently announced $1.1 million in federal funding to Chestnut Healthy Systems. The funding comes from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to support a center that focuses on research related to drug treatment and recovery services. The grant will also provide research projects studying barriers that individuals in the criminal justice system face in accessing drug treatment. Congressman Sorensen represents the Illinois 17th District, which spans across central Illinois from Rockford to McLean County. The Illinois Department of Agriculture is getting a first-hand look at a community food plot planted by the Crete Moni FFA chapter in Will County. Dakari Howard is a senior policy analyst with the agency. The University of Illinois College of Aces is also involved in this project. This will conclude the second portion of your expanded local news, and it's brought to you by CNB Bank and Trust.
Life comes with surprises. Your checking account should help you handle them. With Gateway Checking from CNB Bank and Trust, you'll enjoy benefits that go beyond banking. Get cell phone protection, 24/7 roadside assistance, ID theft aid, and even savings on shopping and travel through Bazing. Plus, you'll have the convenience of digital banking, bill pay, debit card access, and e-statements, all designed to keep your money safe and your life simple. CNB Bank and Trust, helping to open doors since 1854. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Moving now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and are brought to you by Sutton Memorial Home.
When it comes to organizing your life, Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville has some words of advice. Consider pre-planning your funeral. The death of a loved one can be a traumatic event in people's lives, and you can spare your family the burden of planning a funeral when they are grieving. Sutton Memorial Home knows that establishing a pre-arrangement assures that important decisions and your personal selection are made in advance and spares your family an additional burden at their time of loss. Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Caring is what they do best.
39-year-old Robert Sampson of Taylorville will have a visitation for him on September 19th from 4 to 7 p.m. at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Funeral service will be September 20th at 2 p.m. at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. 95-year-old Helen Covington of Stonington died on September 14th. Visitation is September 19th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Funeral service will be September 19th at 11 a.m. at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Burial will be at Old Stonington Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. 91-year-old Geraldine Lucille or Jerry Gordon of Taylorville died on September 11th. Visitation is September 20th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Taylorville. Memorial Mass will be on September 20th at 11 a.m. at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Taylorville. And Urnment will be at Old Stonington Cemetery. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and cremation services in Taylorville. Paula J. Koonsman of Shelbyville, formerly of Warrensburg, will have a celebration of life being planned for her for October 12th of 2025. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Howe and Yankee Funeral Home in Shelbyville. And 58-year-old Randall or Randy Lee Pertilar of Peoria, formerly of Taylorville, died on August 21st. Memorial visitation is September 20th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Memorial service will be September 20th at 11 a.m. and McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Interment will be at Glen Haven Memorial Gardens. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home in Taylorville. Get details on these and other local news stories at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com or hear them every hour on WTIM. WTIM is your only local news radio.